Hey, how's everybody doing? Welcome back to Asshat Podcast here on YouTube. And what we got here, oh yeah, this is the Roger Corman Classics release of Rock and Roll High School. It's a special edition. And let's see, Where Your School Be Next, featuring the Ramones. Put that to the side because I got two copies. And this is the original cover, the original poster. Feature music from Fleetwood Mac, Alice Cooper, Devo, and more. This is the 2001 release from New Concord. Roger Corman Classics, Rock and Roll High School. Alan Arkush has started prepping Disco High when him and Joe Dante came up with a new angle. Students defy their music hating principle and turn the schoolhouse into a madhouse. You can't just tear up a high school to disco music. When the Ramones joined the production, the transition was complete. Rock and Roll High School was born. This Lombardi High School has quite a reputation. It's the wildest, most rockin' high school around. That is until a thug of a principal, Miss Togar, comes along and tries to make the school a totalitarian state. With the help of the Ramones, the students of Vince Lombardi battle Miss Togar's iron-fisted rule and take the battle to a truly rocking conclusion. Special features: interview of Roger Corman by Leonard Maltin. Feature-length commentary by director Alan Arkush, producer Michael Fennell, and screenwriter Richard Whiteley. Special introduction and thank you by Alan Arkush. Collector's book including Johnny Ramone interview, articles, pictures, and more. Original audio outtakes from Ramone's concert sequence at the Roxy. Digitally remastered 1 to 8.5 widescreen edition. Radio spots. Star-studded soundtrack includes the Ramones, Fleetwood Mac, Alice Cooper, Paul McCartney and Wings, Devo, Todd Rundgren, Chuck Berry, Brian Eno, Brownsville Station, The Velvet Underground, and Eddie and the Hot Rods. Theatrical trailer, cast and crew biographies, preview attractions, interactive menus, plus more. Now, this film has been released, a few times on home video. This is the first DVD release that I know of, and there's a later release. I'll get to that in a second. This is, most of y'all watching this, if you know me, if you know Ramones, the Ramones are my favorite band. I've been a huge fan since I was a kid. I caught them on Sha Na Na, the old Sha Na Na show, when this film came out, which is, 79? And, a couple weeks later, I remember hearing on the radio one of their songs, and I asked for the newest album for my birthday at that time, and I didn't get it. Okay. There's this, and this came packed. And I got this one. This actually came from, a Fred's Dollar Store from Roger Corman Classics DVD catalog. And look at all this. Battle Beyond the Stars, The Arena, Big Bad Mama 2, Cage Sheet, Big Dollhouse, Big Bird Cage, Ken Trap Nurses, Death Race 2000, Death Sport, I have that Death Sport, Hollywood Boulevard, Grand Theft Auto, Eat My Dust, The Great Texas Dynamite Chase, Humanoids from the Deep, Unborn, The Terror Within the Nest, Not of This Earth, Women in Cages, there's Rock and Roll High School, and then a little information about Roger Corman. And then, of course, this is the little book. And they don't do this anymore. Interview with Johnny Ramone. Interview with PJ Souls. Interview with Mary Warnoff, who plays Miss Togar. Interview with Alan Arkush. Interview with Vince Van Patten, who plays Tom, the lead guy in it. Day Young, who plays... what the fuck was her name in this? I can't remember now. Interview with Clint Howard. Plays Eagle Bauer. Essays by screenwriters Richard Whiteley and Russ DeVunch. Assistant editor Kent Beta on filming the concert sequences at the Roxy. And there's some more stuff. And just cool little, I found this and I'm like, hell yeah, I did not have the movie yet. And there is I think Shout Factory's put it out now. Well... Then, a few years later, I don't remember where, I found this Roger Corman early films, Rock and Roll High School Rock On Edition. And as you can see, the art is appropriated from this poster. They changed it a little bit. Will Your School Be Next? Early Films Collection. Known for his canine spotting raw talent, the Roger Corman Early Films Collection features Hollywood's greatest talent beginning their journey on the Walk of Fame. Vince Lombardi High School has quite a reputation. It's the wildest, most rockin' high school around. That is until a thug of a principal, Miss Togar, blah, blah, blah. Okay. In love and memory of Joey Ramone, 1951 through 2001. Okay, bonus features. Back to School retrospective. The making of the movie with all new interviews with Alan Arkush, Roger Corman, Joe Dante, Day Young, Marky Ramone, Lauren Lister and more. Audio commentary, Roger Corman and Day Young. That's new. Original audio commentary. Original theatrical trail, audio outtakes, original radio ads, technical specifications. Okay. I'm trying to see what year. I don't see a year on that side here. Let's see. Maybe I'll get it. Oh, look at this. A Death Race 2000, Big Bad Mama, Dino Croc. Okay, so that gives you an idea. Root screws, screw balls, beach balls, loose screws, Big Dollhouse cage sheet. I'm not sure. There's the card and advertising stuff again. Okay, Dino Croc would be, I'm not exactly sure when that is. There's the disc. Alright, what the thing is okay, Mary Warnock plays Miss Togar. PJ Souls plays Riff Randall, who's the Ramones' biggest fan. She goes to the Vince Lombardi High. Day Young is her best friend's kind of the nerdy girl. The Van Patten guy is Tom, who is in love with Riff, but she doesn't know it. And Clint Howard plays Eagle Bauer. He's the guy, every high school has a guy that can get you whatever you need. Back in my day, it was like, hey, fake IDs and porn were the big things. Now, I doubt porn's a big thing because you can get all that on your phone. Fake IDs, can you get fake IDs anymore? I mean, back in the day, they weren't hard to get a hold of. That's Eagle Bauer. He's got like an office in the bathroom. Miss Togar becomes the new principal and she banishes rock and roll. So they're fighting against, you got Paul Bartel as I want to say he's the music teacher. And like there's a great scene where Miss Togar shows how rock and roll music affects white mice, and like she plays classical music in that hand. She starts playing like Led Zeppelin and the Ramones, and the mice explode. So Riff decides that she ends up skipping school to win tickets to the Ramones get tickets to the Ramones concert. And Miss Togar ends up taking the tickets away, blah blah blah. They end up going to the concert, and she interviews the Ramones backstage and talks them into coming to her school. And they end up blowing up the entire school. Just a goofy-ass movie that, honestly, if it had been any other band besides the Ramones, it probably would not be remembered now. And this is one of those I heard about for years and years and years. Never got to see it, and then 96, probably 96. Buddy of mine I'd been in service with, he got out to. Happened to see this was airing at the time. I did not have cable. It was airing on like TBS or something, so he put a tape in and recorded it. And the only thing I saw that was cut, and this is kind of weird because I've never seen, was there's a scene about midway through the film where Riff is in her bedroom, she's smoking a joint, and she starts hallucinating or imagining the Ramones are in there singing to her. There's a scene where I want to say it's Johnny is in the shower playing the guitar. Well, they cut out the part of her smoking the joint, but then later on in the scene where they're running around backstage at the Roxy during the concert, see where a guy's like gonna do coke and he flips his arm over to check his watch and dumps the coke on the floor. That's still in there because it's PG. There's no like profanity really, no extreme violence. Became a fairly big cult hit. Like I said, there's at least one more DVD release I know of from like Shout Factory, and there's a Blu-ray. Then they made, in sometime in the early 90s, maybe 90, Rock and Roll High School Forever. Same school, but I think it's called Ronald Reagan High now. And the thing is, on Rock and Roll High School Day, they trash the school. Well, now it's Mary Warnock was bad, but she's not Miss Togar now. She's playing like Dr. Vader or some stupid shit. She's got a mechanical hand. And it's Corey Feldman and other people in this band. Is like a nerdy white guy who I've seen in piles of stuff. I can't think of what it is. You have the Asian friend who's named Namrock. You have the black guy that plays keyboards, and there's a girl. I've seen a couple other things. I can't think of her name either. And it's stupid. Probably the best part of the entire film is that Miss Dr. Vader decides that she would institute drug tests on all the students. So the band, who are called the Eradicators, and the Ramones are not in this at all, go to the bathroom, and like one of them's wearing a coat. And he's got like a system set where it's like apple juice in a tube. So he fills up his piss cup with that. And Namrock walks over to the guy and goes, "That's no you pee, this me pee," and starts drinking it. Yeah, that me pee. It's like, what the fuck? And you got Corey Feldman doing his Michael Jackson-inspired dance and singing. It's not great. It is out on DVD. I had the VHS for a long time, but man, Rock and Roll High School. I thought I'd done a video on these. I went and looked, and I hadn't. So I'm like, oh, shit, I love the band. I even have the soundtrack somewhere it is. And I'm glad it's not that hard to find because neither one of these that I paid more than a couple bucks for. These are ones where like I found them. I know one of them was found at Fred's dollar store. And I paid like $3-4 and it was still sealed, new. And the other one I found like Dollar General or a pawn shop for a couple bucks. But that's it. Hope you enjoy that. Remember, if you did, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, subscribe, all the other bullshit. Talk to everybody later. Bye bye.